going towards you right now?
We should be live, theoretically.
1 second. I'll pull up the chat.
Yep,
Do I need to put on headphones so I can listen to the stream and see if audio and stuff's working or not as well?
Sure, why not? That'd be mighty kind of you.
And then come back in as soon as you verify that.
My chat tells me audio is
we are live.
We are live.
Everybody, at least in my YouTube, my chat, if you could tell me if my audio's good, and I'm going to assume the same for TLTs. If you could tell him that audio's good.
We're doing a simulcast because you know what? What the hell?
Yeah, why not?
Perfect. Dude, this is going to be fun. I am very excited to talk about all of this stuff and also just to finally be able to, like, in a live format, be able to talk to you guys, like, just in general, like, about stuff.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Because, I mean, we've been talking privately for a while now. For too long.
Oh, yeah.
Too long.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And, you know, what's really funny is our little private talks are supposed to be, like, quick together, get together and just say this, that, and other, right? And, like, 2 fucking hours later, we're still on.
Dude, the other night, we planned on maybe talking for at most 2 hours. What did we talk for? Like 5?
5?
Yeah. Talk for forever.
And we're the whole time we're like, dang, we should be recording this.
Yeah. So now we do.
And y'all ticked me off too, because
who did?
As soon as I got home, all of you ended the call. I was like,
what? Normally we go for hours. This time they go for 1 hour. Great.
Oh man.
No, sorry about that, bro. Sorry about that.
Yep.
So,
but anyhow, as the thumbnail says, friends forged in fire. You know, I don't want to, like, direct the conversation right now because I do want it to be. You want me to do it?
Yeah, direct it.
So, so the other day, a thing happened, and it's, you know, surprised some people that we have a production meeting before we do the TLT podcast, and then we do 1 hour before that we go on, and we still have train wrecks. So, but the biggest train wreck that have come in the history of TLT podcast production meeting.
1 second, Alex. Our chatters cannot hear you. Devin H in our chat says he can't hear you.
He can't hear me. Oh,
yes.
Okay, there. Can you hear me now? Devin, can you hear me? Testing 1, testing 2, testing 3.
Welcome to Linux Audio, boys. Buckle up.
Yep. This is why I talk about Pipewire, but that's another show.
Jonathan, are you in our chat? Can you hear us? Can you hear me?
Okay, Devin says yes. So, all right, time in.
So the biggest faux pas that's happened in TLT production meeting was the catastrophe of Jesse and I talking about what we were laying out and how we wanted to present things, and we were being recorded unknowingly to us. Not even recorded.
Live streamed.
Yeah,
unknowingly.
Yeah, not recorded, live streamed. And a whole group chat was going on, not group chat, but a live chat was going on with people messaging, do they know, do they know, do they know, do they know, do they know? Like, we were in on it. We had no clue, man.
So
that is literally the best.
So some of the viewership must have thought we were doing a bit.
Yes. Well, see, like, that's the thing. Like, so, I mean, it doesn't have to, just so everyone's clear, like, in chat on YouTube, like, I did obviously apologize, everything. Like, we can get into the whole, like,
100%,
that whole thing.
100%. Yeah.
Like, we'll get into that. But, so it doesn't really matter, but I had thought and somewhat been led to believe that you guys would be fine with it. And then on top of that, like, you guys have been in my live streams recently. So I figured you guys had definitely seen it. And Jesse, what made it worse, because Jesse didn't obviously know, and he was the first one to join in, he had this smile and demeanor about him where it seemed
I'm a
like
positive guy when I don't think I'm being recorded.
Exactly.
Without my knowledge.
He's Odie, man. He's like Odie. Yeah.
The worst part is like there would be times where I would get chats like coming in and like he would smirk at the exact time that I saw the chat. So I'd be like, oh, he's definitely in on it. Like he knows. And then Alex, like you did a couple things during the live stream where I was like, oh, like they definitely know. Like they're just doing a bit. Like they're definitely in on it.
You know, and had we talked about it beforehand, I could 100% see us doing this bit.
Exactly. Yeah. Like it would have been great had I have talked with everyone before I did it. It would have been great. But you guys completely not in it. I said it one time that I was live streaming, but it was like covered up in conversation, so like no one really noticed. And then when I think
I remember you saying recording, not live streaming.
Yeah, I heard it, but I was like, I think he's just joking. I thought you were just bullshitting.
Yeah, like who the fuck would do that? Sorry.
No,
we're past 17 seconds. We're good with the F-bombs.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Well, and also when it comes to my live streams are always for fun. Like they're never for like well, I mean, I've started running ads, but that's only because I feel like YouTube's trying to single me out. I've gotten so many pop-ups on YouTube, like being like, hey brother, do you want to run ads during your live stream? Like every time I set up I don't know if you guys get this, but I've got a new dedicated page for monetization past the monetization page in YouTube. Yeah.
No, you're actually making money. You got fucking Big Daddy Zane over here.
It's not that. It's because they hate the fact, like I've got viewers now on my live stream and I'm not running ads. So like they try, like when I select monetization and go past it, there's a new dedicated page of YouTube asking me to let them do it.
Where they could put the mid. That's something they knew started.
Okay. Oh, the mid-roll and stuff. Yeah, that. Yes.
I hadn't heard anybody else talking about it, and I thought they were singling me out for not doing it. And I was like, yo, it's okay. I don't need to run ads.
You know, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It really pisses me off. What? You know how much money Google makes on each of us content creators, and yet they pay us pennies on the ads.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
For real, it's actually obscene. It's obscene. It's literally obscene.
Yeah.
You know, so believe me, I try to avoid and I try to forget that crap. You know what I'm saying? I just do, like I said, I just do this stuff for the fun of it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But swearing's fine. Swearing's fine in these streams, brother. But
cool. Because I'm sure we're gonna swear some more before we get through the rest of the story time.
Oh yeah. So anyway, I do that live stream, y'all. I finally do say it where you guys realize, and it went nothing like I was expecting. Because again, I thought you guys were in on it. Like I thought this was going to be great.
You know, but let's be honest. Let's pull the veil back a little bit. Your face when we found out, and I immediately, my reaction was, I love you, but I fucking hate you right now.
I loved your reaction was great. Jesse's was oh fuck, man. And yours was even better because you just went like, yours was like, I want to yell at him, but also I don't want him to think that I'm so mad that we're never going to talk again. Like, I'm so fucking mad at you, but also I love you, dude. Like, just what the
Actually,
fuck?
I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad as much as I was just more surprised, you know, and because normally I'm on top of those kind of things. You know what I'm saying? I'm a prepared kind of guy. Or try to be, you know, as best I can.
That's why this was so wild to us, because we just we run a fairly tight ship when it comes to how we do our production. Sometimes you don't see it because we have, you know, audio problems, or we don't know how to turn cameras on or microphones on.
Well, and you guys
in the production meeting, you'd have no idea.
Exactly. Well, and I think the biggest thing for y'all, the reason why it definitely wasn't just something where you're like, oh, cool, and continue on, is your production. Like, that is one of the things that people in the live stream were very much like, I wouldn't say, I don't know what's the best word for it, impressed that you guys do. Like, y'all take your stuff very seriously, and like the stuff you do behind the scenes, not even that it's supposed to just stay behind the scenes, but y'all take it very seriously. And most people are very surprised to see that, because they see, like, you know, well, our stream, or like me and Matt's type of podcast, where it's like we're having no planning and we wing it. Like Matt is more structured than I am, but that's only in like he's got show notes. Like y'all have meetings before. And those meetings are serious. They're supposed to be addressing what we're going to do and everything. And we're also
trying to iron things out so that the live episode goes smoothly.
And so that ideally the idea is that one of us doesn't show up and not be able to actually discuss the topic in a semi-appropriate, meaningful way, so that we're not giving bad info out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and I mean,
you don't want to roll up and you like skimmed 5 minutes beforehand on the toilet about what you're going to talk about. Because it shows.
Now you're really giving out my process. God.
Well, hey, we're airing things out today. Let's go.
Man.
I love you, Alex. Don't fire me.
Nah, I love you, brother. But we're all Linux family, baby. This is what we do, and that's why I love that we're doing this right now, because I was not so mad ever at you that I would never talk to you again. You know what I'm saying? Was I shocked? Yeah. Was I happy that it happened? Actually, it turned out I was happy.
By the end of the night, I would say we were all happy.
Well, and that's kind of the thing. Like, and I think our full story, where we go, will build to this point. But if it hadn't for us been talking it out and acting like adults, we wouldn't have had an amazing conversation where we really got to know each other much better. And also it wouldn't have been one of those things where we all understood that you could make a mess up as big as that one. Like, look, I want to be honest, there is no world in which what I did was okay. Because if I hadn't have reached out to anyone, it wouldn't have mattered at all. And it doesn't matter that I didn't reach out to anyone at all. I didn't tell y'all that I was going to be recording. That's not or especially live stream. That's even a bigger deal, because you can't just delete the recording after. Well, I mean, I did delete the recording.
The people that saw it will always remember having seen
it. Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like it's one of those things where no matter what, it was an overstep of boundaries. Like, period. Like there's no debating that. It wasn't okay. But I don't know, there's a whole thing in our culture right now, well, especially in the US, where it's like you do something like that and there's no coming back. Like, you're just done. Like you can't have friends. Like, that's not really true. Like, you can always be an adult and have communication skills. I think it's a big thing, being able to talk and being able to say, I'm sorry. Like, there's a lot of people nowadays that get canceled online and they can't even apologize.
This could have gone that way if we were different people.
Well,
exactly.
Here's the thing, man.
If we were different people.
I'm old school enough, man. I remember when, it was nothing to get pantsed. At like, school or the roller skating rink or whatever, man. Being pranked is just a part of our life. Dude, I'm the youngest of 7 kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, all boys, man. You think I didn't get freaking pranked?
Oh, I
you got more than pranked.
And been pranked. Yeah.
I mean, pranks is just, that just happens. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of the things,
Yeah.
And I thought it was
silly,
cool.
And then it felt like a violation. Because I was talking about a lot of stuff that was deeply personal and really raw, and that's why I reacted the way I did. Because I thought we were in a closed space.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's why it was such an overstep of boundaries. Because even if you hadn't have done that, you could have. And that's still not okay. Like,
you never know what somebody's going to say when you're live.
Exactly. Well, yeah. Even when they know you're live. So, yeah.
That's true.
But in the end, it all worked out for the better. And I actually thought it was, after looking back, I thought it was funny. And then,
what a way to
what
really...
I like is the same thing is what Tyler said, is that it really drew a lot of strength in our friendship together over this.
100%.
Honest to God.
Well, I think what we're going to talk about next even did more for our friendship, because that was all right. So let's go ahead. So we had this great conversation. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No.
The
go ahead, Dan,
thumbnail.
you lead it on this one.
The thumbnail is just absolutely very appropriate.
Yeah.
This friendship was forged by fire that day.
Yes.
The fire came out and yeah.
So
all the impurities were burned away.
Yeah. So after that we talked for, I don't even know how long. We talked for a long time after that. And then everyone was good. Like, we had moved on. Everything I had said my apologies. I had been forgiven. We're moving on. The next day, y'all are doing your podcast. And I'm in the live stream chatting.
Fucking hilarious.
Dude, this is wild. So I'm chatting now.
Epic.
My chats are completely like I'm pretty sure all of my chats related to Wayland. Y'all were talking about Wayland stuff. So I was chatting about Wayland. I posted one message that was like, a short sentence and 2 of the YouTube emojis.
What was the message? I never saw it.
I never saw it either.
So there was, I can't remember what I know what the second one was about that actually got me into trouble. But the first one, I'm not sure what that one was about. It's something relating to Wayland.
Okay, so you do know what you did.
Okay. So the second one was me saying, you're not all using Wayland ? Because y'all were talking about some of you were not using Wayland or whatever.
Right. I even asked about that. I said, who here is using Wayland?
Exactly.
And that's the one that got you?
Yeah. So I said, you're not all using Wayland ? And then another YouTube emoji, like shocked emoji. I send that. And
now pay attention to where my hands are on this stream.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be relevant.
So as I post that message, I see Jesse move his mouse, click a button, and then I'm timed out for 5 minutes.
Just like what you guys probably saw in my window. I responded to a chat message just to give some
context,
some clarity to what Tyler's talking about here.
And then I get timed out.
Continue. Sorry.
No, it's good. You provide the context. So I get timed out and I'm like, what the hell, man? I thought we were cool. Like, I thought we'd address this. And so afterwards.
So then we're all like end the podcast, right? By now we all end the podcast and we're all talking in our post podcast meeting, which I'm sure everybody has. That's not anything special that we do. So we're just having this meeting afterwards, just talking over how we thought the podcast went. And so I said, no, Jesse actually was the first one to say, hey, somebody reach out to Zany, see what's going on, how he's doing, because I hadn't seen him in the chat.
Where the hell did he go? Yeah, because you're a lively chatter.
And I'm like, all right, I said, for sure, no problem. And so like, as soon as we ended the call, I immediately hit up Tyler. And I'm like, are you good, bro? And he's like, no, I'm not. This is not good.
Now, I wasn't like butthurt because we do have to be honest about this because I was like, I wasn't upset. Like it was hard for me to convey my message because I'm like, I understand why he would still be upset at me. I did something wrong. I totally understand that. The only thing for me that was a problem was like, I thought we were cool. Like I thought we had worked it out.
Right. We spent that whole, it was like 4 hours bonding, pouring our freaking hearts out.
He was like, I could have sworn we ironed this out. When we left and we got done talking, it was like, we were all on good terms. And I'm like, yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm like, I got no freaking clue.
Alex was hilarious while I was talking to him because he was like trying to text on his phone, but then like stopping because he was like confused. He was like, look, I don't know what's going on. Half the time he was going.
Was this before or after I called you after our
before? Because it's going to get funny. Because he's going, I don't know, man. I think you just need to talk to him. Like you could address this all out. I'm like, I do agree. I do definitely need to talk to him, and I am going to talk to him. But like, and I was just saying, I was just trying to express like how sad it was making me that I thought we had worked everything out. And then you call me as Alex is saying, you just need to talk to him. Like literally he said, you just need to talk to him. And then you called me.
He gets this look on his face like, and I'm like, what? And he's like, Jesse's calling me right now. I'm like, talk to him.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, man.
So then he ends the call with me and he starts talking with you. And then as he's talking with you, I'm like, you know what? This doesn't sound like Jesse at all. Like he wouldn't freaking kick somebody like that. That's the last thing we want to do. And I'm like, you know what, man? Let me go figure out what's going on. I got to figure this out because now it's bugging the shit out of me. I'm like, how did this happen in, our shit? How did this happen? So me and Jonathan, I get Jonathan up on and we're talking. And I said, Jonathan, what's going on? And so Jonathan's like, that's not Jesse. That can't be Jesse.
Thank you. I'm glad that like everybody had the same thing to say.
And then go ahead, Jonathan. Go ahead.
And then I was just like, let's go check AutoMod. Let's see if there's something like that. Turns out, yeah, he got auto-modded by a bot.
And the best part is like when me and Jesse were talking, I'm getting messages from both of you, like as Jesse's telling me, like, dude, I swear we are totally fine. Like it has to have been something with Stream Elements. And like before we started talking, I was like, I don't know that it could be Stream Elements, man. I saw him move his mouse, and this was the best part of the call. I'm getting messages from y'all that it's Stream Elements. Jesse tells me it's Stream Elements, and then he goes, because I go, as I'm getting these messages, I go, well, man, you move, like I saw you move your mouse and press a button right as I got timed out.
Oh, no.
And he goes, his response was the best response I've ever heard. He goes, man, I was moving my mouse and clicking a lot of buttons throughout the entire stream. And as soon as he said that, like, I was like, well, yeah, you were. He was clicking.
Yeah, because I'm interacting with the chat. I run the polls. I have reasons to be touching my keyboard and mouse.
You were doing it the entire.
It's not all about you, Zany. It is not all about you.
Well, the best part is like, it wasn't until you said that I had noticed you were doing it the whole stream. Like it wasn't unique to that moment. You were clicking and chatting the entire stream. So that whole like line of logic in my head made no sense. As soon as
but
you
it was
said
probably one of those things that you just had to hear it. And see it and put it together.
Well, I had to hear someone out loud say it so I could realize the absurdity of what I was saying.
Oh yeah, but we've all been there.
Yeah. And I remember when you were telling me, no, I swear, and I'm like, no, I'm thinking to myself, no, that's just not no. It just can't be no. It can't. And like now you're making me start to doubt, and I'm like, no, this can't be right. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, you just need to talk to him. And then like when I got done talking to you, and I was actually able to take a beat and just fucking clear my head, and I was like, wait, no, dude, this isn't it, man. That whole thing was freaking hilarious, man.
In hindsight, now it's just it's funny. Now that we've swept it under the rug.
What's going on?
Yo.
He's saying he once got banned from his own live stream.
Oh shit.
Be careful who is in on a Jitsi call.
Well, I guess this is a good time to go ahead and let everyone know if you've ever had a message that's like, gone on or ever been timed out, just so you know that'll never happen again, because Alex has taken care of, or Jonathan has taken care of the auto mod.
We've
cleaned up our auto mod settings.
Cleaned it all up.
Yep.
But
Josh says, I was there, it was funny. So what I heard, and I wasn't watching the chat, so I didn't see. So the funniest part, and I guess this is funny for me and Alex and everybody but Zany, is when it was revealed that we didn't know, and I get pissed and Alex get pissed. Apparently the chat went to fucking crickets because everybody realized that nobody was in on it, nobody was doing a bit, and that Zany is fucked up for the entire internet to see in real time, and then the stream's just gone.
That's actually exactly how the live stream went. It was like everybody was having fun in chat.
Hey, Yu-Gi-Oh! Welcome to the chat.
That was blowing up. What's up, Yu-Gi-Oh?
And then as soon as you guys realize, and I realize that I've messed up big time, I'm like, ooh, like, ooh,
Yeah.
big oof.
It felt like that whole Homer Simpson backing up into the bushes moment.
If I could have became that meme, I
So
would
one time
have.
you should use the green screen to go invisible. It didn't occur to you.
What I need to do is have like a roller of a green screen up here, and then like just be able to roll it down over myself and just disappear.
Or even, you know, if you would have had the idea to, do you remember the little cable interruption from when we used to watch cable TV? And if somebody would screw up bad enough, it would be those rainbow bars and the beep.
Yes.
I think it would have been great. But I mean, you know, these are all things we can joke about now because we're through it.
Yeah.
So fire.
After we got past the initial shock of it all, we were actually joking by the end. But within a half hour of it, we were actually joking.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the great part about it is like after all of this, I highly doubt there's going to be any problem down the line that we can't easily work through. Like at all, because I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, we can survive something like that. We can survive anything.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So
and then to be doubled down onto the next day, to be doubled down on the next. That was like we just got past all that. And we're like in our feel good spots. Then this bombshell freaking. We're like, what the fuck?
And all by an auto mod that like has no intentions, could care nothing less in the world, just being a turd for no. And the best part is like, I don't think we've been able to figure out exactly why my comments were getting flagged, unless like I don't even know, because they were timed out, like, you know, spaced out, like they weren't super close to each other. Not like I was doing all caps. Like,
stupid auto mod.
Yeah, like that auto mod just trying to start problems, man.
Yeah. So I guess since you addressed what happened, I guess if I can just take a minute and explain why I was so mad, and then we can move on to the more fun stuff. Yeah. Like what I was talking about, because if you guys heard half of it, I'm okay with giving it some context, because it was already out there.
Yeah.
Or we can just move on either way. But we're all good. For anybody who's wondering at home, we are rock solid.
Yeah, we've been through the fire, dude.
Hardcore, man. No, we're all good, man. And there's nothing but, like I said, you know, it's Linux family, and that's what family's supposed to do. And I like the fact that we're actually open and honest about it, and not trying to like say, oh yeah, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of a nice example, especially in today, because I see a lot of places through Discord, you know, Facebook, all over the place, you know, different places where people just can't come to you know, this happens, like you said, you know, and then you like, they don't ever recover, they can't talk again or whatever.
Yeah,
but actually, you can't, it shouldn't be that way, man. You got to learn to deal with conflict, you know, and work it out like, you know, decent human beings.
Well, and I think that's kind of the most interesting part with like us doing this, is because like most, like, all right, like let's say all this happened, we're still friends, we've worked through anything and everything that's happened, and then we just don't ever talk about it. Like, dude, that there's going to be so many different people
come out at some ugly point.
Exactly. Like,
you know, I mean, we'll be sitting around the creator house. Somebody has too many shots, and then we talk about it.
Yeah, well, or just having people online like who saw the live stream, and then like let's just say one person clipped it, then they put it out and start this whole drama that all of us are fighting and stuff. And it's like, no, we actually worked that out. Like when it happened, like a year ago, like we're actually fine. Like I don't know. It's one of those things where like a lot of the times, because I know people who have fought on YouTube, like who were content creators, and then like worked it out, but never talked about it. And then it's getting brought up like 2 years later. Like, it's like, like there's no beef. Like there shouldn't be a reason to like talk about drama when there really is none.
Well, that
it's
happens.
fine.
I mean, that just happens. You know, it's just like people they get their feelings hurt in some kind of way, and it's like instead of just trying to, let your guard down, soften up a little bit, maybe hash it out, talk about it, because the other person may have intentionally, like the thing about what you did, and immediately my mind realized almost instantly was your heart was in the right spot.
Yeah, he was trying to do a good thing.
Yeah, you were just trying to do a good thing, but it could have went way fucking bad very easily.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, I would say it did. Y'all didn't have a great reaction to it. You weren't like, oh yay, cool, we're live, awesome.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about we could have said some stuff that was pretty catastrophic.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
I could have just decided to blow up the whole friendship at that point, and it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, but it wasn't. Like I said, I mean, it just wasn't that. And so but through it all, conflict resolution is something that needs to happen, and people just seeming to have lost these days.
Yeah. See, Dad in my chat is like, you should make a fake beef video.
Oh my god!
To farm views.
Are you kidding? We've got so much on our plates now that we're excited to talk about. We don't have time for bullshit videos. Not that kind of bullshit video.
So
more balut videos, Alex. How about more of those?
More what?
Balut videos.
Balut videos. Oh God, please, no more. No more rotten fermented eggs. No more, man. Dude, that little freaking what you call it? The short that Jonathan made went freaking like almost viral, dude. In like one day, 2,200 views.
Oh wow.
Yeah. No more balut, man. No more balut. We're just gonna concentrate on pickle ice cream, right?
No. Well, on Thanksgiving, I thank you for giving me a segue to that. Thanksgiving, I'm actually doing a snack review video for Van Leeuwen's Kraft mac and cheese flavored ice cream. So that video is going to be put up as part of Thanksgiving nonsense. So, yeah,
you're a brave man.
Yeah.
Look, I mean.
So real quick though, I hate to interrupt real quick, but DT just blew me out of my chair. He posted in my chat. He says it's a whole East Coast West Coast beef. Alex is Biggie and Zany's Tupac.
Well, I guess in this case I'd be Biggie because I was the one that had the problem more so than Alex did.
Well, definitely, yeah. Alex, wait. Oh shit, who was Biggie's side man? I can't remember his name now. But yeah, like
that was Sean Combs, P. Diddy.
Yeah, P. Diddy.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Thank you.
Yeah. So Alex is P. Diddy.
Alex said one more balut video and he's unsubscribing.
What?
Yeah.
Unsubscribing. Yeah. Thank you, Josh.
I
can't do any more videos. There it is. That's I can't do it.
I don't know that it's fair for Josh to make that threat because Josh hasn't done his own balut video, and I don't think you can unsubscribe or knock something until you tried it. So
no.
Are you calling him out? Are you calling Josh out?
Yes, I want Josh
I could absolutely pull Josh if you'll join us on a Snack Ops video going forward. We'll have you eat something dumb. Maybe a balut.
Yeah, you sent me that picture of that dill pickle ice cream today, or like you sent it to us.
I was in Walmart, of course, because where else would you buy a cursed ice cream like that but Walmart?
I was at work, and like when I saw it, I was like, oh, one of the guys working with me.
I looked at it, I was like, I don't even want to respond to this right now.
I literally saw it. There was a guy standing next to me at work, and I was like, that sound good to you? And showed it to him. He was like, oh. He was like, where do they sell that? And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, oh, do we have it here? Huh? Wait, what?
Josh said, only if you eat a Buckeye.
Oh boy. Maybe I'm not country enough. What's a Buckeye?
I've never heard of it.
I don't know what it is, but I heard duck eye.
I'm from the South. I am from Florida. I'm a cracker. Well, Like, you know, Florida cracker, you know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm saying. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
love it.
If we don't get any likes on this stream, I swear, y'all hit that thumbs up wherever you're watching our stream, Zany's stream. Like it if you like friendship, because if you don't like friendship, you're a jerk.
Oh, yeah, no, it's yeah. But anyhow, I don't know what a Buckeye is. Josh, what the hell is a Buckeye?
And
he probably doesn't know.
Peanut butter and chocolate? That's nothing special. That's just
peanut
good.
butter and chocolate. Nate, so what? Did they do something special to it, or they just mix it like? Oh, I don't know.
No, so there's an actual tree, the Buckeye, and it drops these nuts that looks like chocolate all the way around, except for right in the center. It's kind of the same color as peanut butter. And so what they did was literally just make a ball of peanut butter and then put chocolate around it to make it look like the Buckeye.
And the Hip Dad just said that in chat. It literally looks like a Buckeye.
Oh, cool.
He said Josh said he was talking about the nut, not the candy. He was talking about the nut, not the candy.
Oh, eat an actual Buckeye.
So a man wants you to eat some nuts. Jesse.
Don't do that.
No.
Wait, what?
No.
I said a man in the chat wants you to eat some nuts.
But you're just making sure our editor has work, aren't you?
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing.
You know what this is? It's making sure that everybody's included. Okay, why not? Everybody gets included. See that, Jonathan? He loves you.
So I do just want to go ahead and bring it to what are we going to do in the future? What do you guys want to talk about first?
Oh, big stuff.
Yep. I'll bring up the big topic. Why not? Why not? The
All
biggest
right,
stuff.
everybody get the sauce because it's time for some nuggies.
Time for the nugs.
Dude, if I had... Oh,
I
thought for a second I might have chicken nuggets. No.
I ate all my chicken nuggets today. I don't have any more.
I was brought rice and stuff.
That is not a nugget.
It is
I
not.
brought a cup of coffee.
Okay, Josh said that they're actually pretty good roasted Buckeyes.
Yeah.
In the future, actual Gentoo videos, I will say on stream, I will do a Gentoo video happily and not be mad about it. Gentoo was my first distro, and I sometimes miss it because Arch feels like Diet Gentoo.
Arch feels like Diet Gentoo.
I've never heard that before, but I like that. I like it.
Yeah.
Diet Gentoo. I'm gonna start using
breakage, but faster.
That's funny.
Dude, I like it. So
same
are you going to do
flavor? Half the install time. Diet Gentoo, it holds up.
Are you going to be doing review of Gentoo, or are we talking about an install video?
I would do either or both, but I need a second machine that I can capture.
Sprungle says it's Nug2.
Nug2? Oh, yeah, I like that.
Arch Linux, just 1 calorie. DT, that might be the comment of the stream right there.
Yeah, that is awesome.
A kernel of truth, if you will. Everybody boo me for that pun, please.
We're waiting for the true Diet Arch, and it's Arch Zero.
Ooh.
No, that's LFS.
It's LFS.
I don't think anyone wants to go that healthy. That healthy takes work, dude.
Look, I was a vegan for 5 years, and I don't want to touch LFS at healthy like that. No.
You've learned. You know better now. You're like, nah.
Oh yeah. I've made food that my food eats.
Yeah. Food eats. Ain't that funny?
Oh man,
Tyler, lead away, bro.
Just 1 calorie. All right.
Well, so I guess the first thing that we should talk about, I think we've talked about it before publicly, but I'm not sure. The Content Creator House. So next year,
I don't think we talked specifically about it, but I know that some people have commented on it in the past, and I know that somebody threatened to play 0 AD for the top bunk, and that person happens to be in chat.
Oh
yeah,
you know
that's
what?
right.
We did talk about this.
That's right. We did.
Tyler, we talked about it on your stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That must have been the episode. That must have been the episode where I was on your level, shall I say?
I think it was. Yeah, that's right. Well, we did it in the full version that I think that was the full version that went up on Patreon.
So
now,
patrons only. Yep.
Yeah. So now this would be real public. So for everyone who doesn't know, next year we're going to be going to either Gatlinburg or Florida, either one. Mm-hmm. And we're going to be staying at a house with, us and maybe a couple other content creators. And we're going to be having a vacation. But the whole point of the vacation is for us to get along, not get along, have fun, and record content. So, I mean, I don't
knowledge this time.
Yeah, exactly. They'll all know they're being recorded, I swear.
From the minute we walk in the door, I'll be like, "Where's the camera?"
Put a sign there. Even the pizza guy. Even the pizza guy is going to be recorded.
Oh no! Like we should put cameras just excessively around the house. That way, when like anytime we order pizza, the guy's like, "What the heck is happening?" Like there's 3 surveillance cameras, like on the front door. He's like, "What?" Like one of them is a DSLR camera. He's like, "What? Yeah. What is happening here?" Like just got to make sure we get that top premium content. You did bring in the large, right? Cool.
Yeah. Josh said the only way he's going to Florida is to wrestle a gator. Done that. Been there, done that. I'm pretty sure DT might have done it too down in Louisiana.
Well, I don't think we'll be going to Florida. It'll most likely be in Gatlinburg. So
I'm good with that. It'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Fun. I hope we get, I'm sure we're going to have a ton of footage, man. And do shots and stuff together and stuff like that. It's going to be a blast.
Yeah. Yeah. Be able to like literally sit down next to each other, like have like an actual sit down like podcast where we're actually like all there. Like that would be great. Yeah. Like there's so many different things that we could do in this kind of environment that's going to be awesome. Not only good for our channel and like good for content, but also going to be fun. Like it's going to be great
for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you say, Nate?
I said I'm going to request a nuggie that everybody order 20-piece chicken McNuggets and give it to Matt when he's there.
Oh my God. Oh. What if we get different types of nuggies? Like somebody gets Chick-fil-A nuggies, somebody gets Popeyes nuggies, somebody gets McDonald's nuggies.
All right.
Somebody.
I hope Matt never sees this.
But do we actually like smash them up, rebread the whole thing, and get a turkey fryer and fry one giant blended nugget?
Oh my God. Could you imagine delivering like a 10-pound nugget? Dude. Yo. I don't think Matt would find that funny. Matt would be like, "Why did you bring me a 10-pound nugget?"
Look, I mean, I may or may not have watched a lot of Epic Mealtime back in the day.
That explains a lot. You're like, it's just an average portion, 10 pounds, dude. Come on. Like,
yeah. Wow.
You're not trying to have a good lunch today?
Dude, a 10-pound nugget, that would be insane.
But that's why I suggested the turkey fryer. It'd be great.
I think we could do something where like just instead of having it delivered, like when like if we're gonna do a thing where we all like meet up at the cabin, I could just be there and like be wearing his own Nuggets t-shirt or Nuggies t-shirt.
Matt's own.
Exactly. His own shirt and deliver him nuggets when he gets to the door. Just be like, "Here's your nuggies."
Oh man,
it would be great, but Matt, we all know Matt. As soon as that happens, he's gonna be like, "The car's right over there. I could just leave."
But he's a non-confrontational kind of cat, so he'll be like, "No, it's okay. I'm sure to get better." And then it's just one every day. It's nuggies.
Yeah. Oh, I wish that some of our chats were linked, like ours and Zany's, like Josh suggested. I'm sitting here making up BS like news headlines from when we get together.
All right, I just had a brilliant idea of how we could include all of our like viewers and stuff in like the joke with Matt about nuggies.
What Matt's gonna find out from somebody's gonna tell him.
Of course, and that doesn't even matter. Trust me. Hear my idea out. This might just be a brilliant one. I don't have them very often. What if we ask people in our community to edit movies and replace all the scenes in the movie with where people are eating with nuggets? And then we have a movie night every night. So any movie we watch, it's all the characters are eating nuggets.
Does he actually dislike chicken nuggets?
No, but the word nuggies bothers him so much.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm fucking crying over here.
Dude, could you imagine like we could do that like Game of Thrones type movie? Like it's all like clearly Vikings and they're eating like clearly photoshopped in nuggets.
Yeah. Not even in their hand. It's just like floating in the air.
And the best part would be like we could like viewers could easily find movies where there's only eating scenes towards the end of the movie. So Matt's watching a totally normal movie up until like an hour and 10. And then he's like, wait, this isn't normal.
Like the end of Avengers when Hulk wanted pie and somebody just, instead of pie, just chicken nuggets. Just all deadpan and badly recorded.
It would be freaking awesome.
I love it. Or I'm sorry, let me correct. Nuggies.
Matt would be like, I hate all of you. Every last one of you. I hate you. I can just picture
and I literally made him take his head and like start banging the microphone.
Yeah.
He'd go find a microphone and start beating his own forehead with it.
Oh my god, DT's got a great one here. Make sure any wall art in the cabin is a picture of nuggets.
Oh my god, hold on. If we're gonna stay at my family's cabin, that's 100% doable. Like, so doable. Go in and replace any wall art with pictures of nuggets. Excuse me.
What you should do is like Photoshop together a picture of like Jack Black doing one of his like Tenacious D things with the nugget. Such a good nugget.
Oh, they're all going to be horrible Photoshopped images.
Well,
yeah.
No,
totally.
You could even be more subtle because like copy, like if there's family photos or whatever, and just have the face
in everybody's hand or something.
Of the, like, not even just the face, like, so you aren't, if you're not paying attention, you won't notice. And just every time you start looking, it gets worse.
Yeah, it gets worse and worse.
Oh, what we could do, we could totally do this where we put up a tracker, like you know, like those Arduino trackers, like they're meant for detecting motion, and so
yeah.
Like those things are also like they do distance, so you can tell based off of distance. So we could write a tiny little script and have a cutout of eyes, like the pupils in the eyes of an image, and just have a magnet that moves side to side. So there's an image of someone eating nuggies, and the eyes literally follow you.
DT says the only movie we should play is Chicken Run. Matt's gonna refuse to come to the holiday special. I fucking love this. I hope
somebody's in telling him about this chat right now. Matt's like, can you imagine if Matt's out there lurking right now? Holy shit.
Hey Zany, Hip Dad said that he knows somebody that can make nugget keychains.
Oh shit.
Like ask Hip Dad, like, I mean, he could message me. Well, I think this is just a pop out window, so I won't see his messages. But anyway, ask Hip Dad. I know he's also in chat. Hip Dad, does those keychains, like, can I get them like off Etsy or somewhere like that? Can I just order them? Because your boy Matt needs a Christmas gift.
That's what I was just thinking. Doing the 12 days of Christmas, find
Can
all
we
kinds
get
of,
somebody to do a singing telegram
shit, we just all start sending him shit.
Can we get a singing telegram to the house while we're there dressed as a nugget?
I wonder how much that would cost. Because if we can get it at a reasonable price, let's do it.
Wait. I missed it. To do what?
Singing telegram dressed as a nugget sent to the creator house while we're all there.
Yeah. Like someone shows up in a nuggie outfit and sings a message. Yes.
That would be absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think Matt's going to say yes to coming. For some weird reason, I have this feeling he's going to say no.
Well, no, he already confirmed, didn't he?
Well, to the Christmas special.
Right. He confirmed to the Christmas special.
He said maybe.
Oh my god! To coming next year. I can't say that.
Modded. Hang on.
Yep. Sorry, DT. We'll have to
wait. Did DT just get attacked by the auto mod?
DT got it.
Oh, this auto mod's off the chain, dude. He's trying to cause problems everywhere.
See, I was touching the mouse and it had nothing to do with me.
Oh shit!
And the guilt is there. I'm gonna send this to you in a DM, Zany. So this is what we see.
On. I'm trying to fix it. Hang on, I'm trying to fix it. Remove.
Well, I'll wait to load it up since I'm capturing the Discord window.
It basically says message deleted by Stream Elements.
Yeah, I can't even figure. I can't
Oh shit! Somebody got him.
What?
Matt's in the chat. Hey, Matt.
Oh.
Matt's in the chat.
Don't rewind, Matt. Here. There's no need for that.
Yeah, there's no need, Matt. It's okay.
Be kind. Don't rewind.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no funny business happening here at all.
Wait, is he in Tyler's chat or our chat?
No, he's in ours.
He's in ours?
Yes.
Oh wow. Hi Matt, how are you doing? Love you, brother. There's nothing going on here. Now I feel like
oh, you guys are chicken.
No, I'm not chicken. Chicken nuggets? Nuggies. Nuggies.
I can't wait.
Love you, Matt.
There's about to be a special shirt I'm going to be wearing a lot in my videos. I'm like, I'm going to be wearing it a lot.
Yeah,
DT's message got deleted or got auto-modded. It was something about having an exotic dancer dressing as a
chicken nugget. I hope he didn't completely. This auto mod nonsense has to go.
Yeah. I'm not above though inviting like having a, woman pay to come and dance for Matt, but with nuggy pasties.
As long as like she was happy to do it.
Nuggy pasties dangling off. Going,
oh my god! I just
Matt's like, boys, I'm sorry, but it's going to be a hard no on this trip for me.
I have a commitment that prevents me from attending. What's going on? I have a commitment to self-respect.
No, wait. I don't think the chicken nuggets would work. You would just need like in silver, just the word nuggies on both sides.
What? That would be awesome.
I like it.
Yeah. So yeah, for those playing at home. Oh wait, did he leave?
Oh, Hip Dad, awesome, cool. I will definitely make that order on Etsy. Okay, but you would have to submit a special order.
Hold on.
Okay.
Matt, are you still in the chat? Are you hanging with us?
I didn't even see him in our
We love you.
Are you sure he wasn't in Tyler's chat? Because I didn't.
No, he was in ours.
Oh.
No, he was definitely in ours.
Oh.
I only saw one message and it said, "What are you guys not telling me?"
Of course. He knows. He's probably not saying anything because he's rewound now.
Oh man. Well, we're forging more friendships and fire, guys.
You're Linux family. We love you, bro.
But I think I still think we're going to have to.
I still don't know what's going on. Matt still he's in our chat. He says, I still don't know what's going on. Well, Matt, we're talking about the Creator House and having some fun at the Creator House.
Yeah.
And it's going to be all of us having fun, including you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Provided you come.
Yeah, we're going to have a great time. We're going to talk about some nuggies from time to time. Not all the time, of course. Not going to make anything and everything about nuggies.
No.
Never.
Not us. Why would we do that? Jesse, would we do that?
We're not troublemakers. We're definitely not, we're definitely not troublemakers like Zany.
Of course.
DT says, my sister raises chicken. Should I bring one? Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
Yo, if you can hold on. My grandfather used to have a rooster that would like drive around with him on his tractor and like literally followed him around everywhere. If you could bring a chicken or a rooster like that to this trip, that would be phenomenal. I would love to have a rooster that just follows someone around in the house. Would just walk up to Matt, have it sit on his shoulder, and just be like, "What's up, dude?"
So there is a little bit more of a grab bag that I can contribute to. Mm-hmm. So my favorite convenience store is from up north on the East Coast, Royal Farms.
Mm-hmm. Okay, never heard of them.
Okay, very very fine. Mm-hmm. Anybody in the call heard of it? Been there? Know about it?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so over here on the East Coast, they're pretty famous for their fried chicken because they do something called broasting.
Okay.
What's up?
And basically what they do
is basting and roasting at the same time, right?
Well, you would think so, but I really wish they'd use a different word because it's not accurate. What they're doing is they're using peanut oil and deep frying it, but they're deep frying it in a pressure cooker. So you're getting both.
That's like what Kentucky Fried Chicken does with their chicken.
It's not even on the same level, dude. You'd be thrown out of Maryland for saying some shit like that.
I've been thrown out of worse places, but okay.
I mean, we're thinking about holding this in Florida, so there are worse places.
Well, there's tons of worse places in Florida. Have you ever noticed that, Tyler?
I've lived in Florida.
Vacation in Florida a lot. Okay, you've lived in Florida. I'm from Florida. Have you noticed that how almost always the most backwoods country fried, flipped upside down, backwards things that are ever done in any kind of crime always come out of Florida?
Well, yeah, that's why I was making up Florida Man headlines about the Creator House.
Well,
our chat was crazy over here.
Well, that's kind of the wild thing about Florida. Like, if you go there, it's a beautiful place. Almost all people you'll meet, really nice people. But holy crap, the stuff that you will see online that happens in Florida is nuts. Like, and I mean, I've seen it to an extent. Like, I saw one dude in Florida.
You know what the motto is, right?
No.
For real. Us old timers from Florida always said, man, come on vacation, leave on probation.
Yeah. Dude, I have seen some wild stuff. I have seen some wild stuff. Florida is the only place where in a semi like family setting, I've seen someone smoke crack. Like, what? Yeah, I saw that on one of the strips. Like there was a whole bunch of right across from like a family like restaurant. There was a dude who like he was
going for it.
Oh yeah, like literally just sat down on a bench and started smoking. Clearly, like I mean, it was clearly crack meth. It was some type of hard drug.
That's like some stuff you'd expect to see at a Waffle House.
Yeah, like you wouldn't expect to see it in the middle of broad daylight on like a strip. Like that's kind of wild.
I do love Waffle House, but I gotta agree with you.
Well, look, I mean, I think everybody who's ever been hungry at 1 a.m. loves a Waffle House. It's great.
Waffle House in the daylight.
Smothered, covered, chunked, and diced, baby, all the way.
Absolutely, yep. They cut their menu down. At least in Maryland, they did.
Really?
After COVID and stuff.
That's insane. That's insane. I can't believe the Waffle House. I mean, it's not like they had an extensive menu in the first place.
Exactly. Well, they cut it. Well, they cut it down because, well, I mean, I'm not one of those people who is going to be like judgmental about people who work at Waffle House, but Waffle House as a company does not have the strictest standards on stuff. Mm-hmm. And so I think for them, like shortening their menu was just to make it easier on people. And that way, hopefully there wasn't as many issues. Like, I mean, I'm not saying Waffle House has a ton of issues with their orders, but
well, when your cook has to also be your security guard because it's Waffle House, they can't have an extensive menu.
Yep. Oh, by the way, there's certain people in our chat that were talking about how the security team for the content creators house needs to be the Nuggy Patrol.
That would be me, and I want an official badge.
Yeah, North Wanderer said. Yeah, North Wanderer claims that he will Amazon ship us an air fryer and 10 kilos of nugs.
I'm gonna hold him to that. 10 kilos of nugs.
10 kilos of nugs and an air fryer.
Oh, we could do that. Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's probably a lot safer than a turkey fryer because we're gonna get some dumb ideas.
Runkle said it's a chicken stream, you said Jesse
chicken
said
sponsored stream
and chicken sponsored stream.
Well, I think we definitely need to have, Nate be our security guy. We'll give him a badge. We'll stick a pin through a nugget we get from McDonald's on our way up there. It'll be his official badge.
Did we ever get DT back? Yeah, we did. Okay.
Oh my God. You should
making sure he survived AutoMod 2023. Can we have that be some unofficial t-shirts too? Especially after what happened last week. I survived AutoMod 2023.
I got auto-modded on TLT. Yay! I'm in the club now. Auto-mod. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it.
Yeah, well, I mean, didn't you turn off? Like, I thought you turned off like almost all the stuff.
It was gone.
A lot of them. There's only like 3 of them. And DT
said we can fry some nuggets, we can bake some in the oven, we can grill some, make it a nuggy buffet.
A nuggy buffet.
I think that's what
I love it.
The nuggy 3-way buffet.
I think what we need to do is seriously talk about getting some sponsors for this. Like KFC might want to get in on this action.
Yeah.
Tyson chicken.
Tyson,
that would be great.
That would be awesome.
Dude, could you imagine?
Dad said, "Can I post a link?" Are links allowed right now, guys?
YouTube won't allow you to do links, period.
Yeah, I think YouTube won't allow you to do that.
Yeah, put it in the Discord and we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, Jonathan just confirmed no links.
Okay. But yeah,
you'll get modded.
All that to say, I honestly, I think everybody here likes each other better than we did before that whole fiasco happened.
Yep.
And I would say, especially because I know how conflict resolution will go with you guys, I like you better than I did before it happened.
Oh, we love you too.
Thank you, man. Yeah. You too. Like it's really good. Like I don't know. I'm pretty excited
for that night, man. That was some quality bonding.
Yeah. And I also think we're going to end up having some better stuff coming because of it. Like we can now work with each other a lot better.
Matt just chimed in. I find none of this funny.
Oh shit.
Oh, I'm sorry, Matt.
I love you, Matt.
But it's gonna.
Matt. I swear to God, this is. I love you.
Well, and I mean, also, Matt, like, come on, brother. We ain't gonna do half of this stuff anyway.
No,
like,
we just talking shit.
Exactly. Like the odds that anybody will go and edit one movie to put nuggies
in every scene,
in every food scene.
Although I wonder how many people in chat were like, "I'm on it."
Yeah, there's definitely one.
There's got to be somebody who's out there like, I'm on this.
Zany is the only one here who joins distro hacking.
I mean, that is true.
Okay, Josh. Okay. Yeah, shots fired. Shots fired.
No, see, it's not shots fired. See, the thing about distro hacking is it's like, look, Josh, I love you, but you cancel it all the time. Now, here's the thing. When you do stream distro hacking, that's what makes it special. Because not half the time, it's not like you cancel all the time, but you do cancel quite a bit. So that means people don't get notifications all the time. And there have been multiple times where you've done distro hacking where for some reason I didn't get your, which actually that's another thing that I should talk to Josh about. I don't know if there's something going on with his Discord server, but I don't get notifications from there for some reason. So that may be why people aren't.
He's been on distro hacking and Josh has left him out. That's what it was. Sorry. I'm just answering something in the chat.
But like Josh, your distro hacking streams, half the time I notice them when they've already gone live, which I always feel bad about joining halfway or like, you know, after you guys have already started, but it doesn't stop anybody. That's normally how distro hacking works. Is like it starts off with like a little handful. Oh, go ahead.
Zany, he said you probably muted it.
I don't think so. Cause I don't mute any servers. But I'm not above going and checking right now to see if I did.
No.
Because I may have, but I don't think I did.
Oh no, he said we probably muted it.
No.
Yeah, I don't think I'm
crying in a corner, but he has nuggets to keep him company.
Well, what kind of sauce you got for them nuggets?
Tears.
Man.
That's what he's got.
Salted tears. Salted tears. I'm dipping them right here.
Guys, what else do we want to let our faithful watchers know about here? I think we
did the content creators house
to death for a minute.
Okay, we did the content creator house, and then of course we've got the Christmas special coming up that's Matt's going to be in. Yeah, Matt's going to be in. DT's going to be there. You're going to be there, Tyler. We're going to be there. Josh is going to be there. And I believe Steve's going to
be there, right?
Well, Nick, that's the thing. Nick can be there from the Linux Experiment. Yes, Mr. Francois himself is going to be there, but we have to change the time to be around noontime Eastern time in order for him to be there. So most of the guys are in here. Those guys that are in the chat that are listening to me, that's 3 of you guys. If you guys can like confirm whether that's okay for you guys right now, you know, to move it to noontime Eastern time so that Nick from the Linux Experiment can be in it as well, that'd be great. Mm-hmm. But you know, we have to confirm with the other people that that's okay. I'm okay with it. Jesse's okay with it. What about you, Tyler?
Yeah, no, I'm okay with it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's okay with it. Josh, are you okay with it? And of course, we got DT and Matt out there, you know, to see if they can confirm or not. But until we get an official confirmation on it, as to the time that we'll get the time, we'll get the time up for it, okay? But it's going to be on the 16th of December, right? Isn't that the date we set? Yeah.
Yep. 16th of December.
Yep.
Time TBD.
So yeah, and it's going to be absolutely amazing to have all these people. Oh, and Brody. How did I forget about Brody?
Yep, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, and Brody's going to be there too.
Yeah.
So it's definitely going to be a star-studded type YouTube thing that I don't think has ever been done in the Linux community before. So that's
not on a scale like this. I don't think. No.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty much everyone together.
This is like the mega collab.
Yeah. This is gonna be fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
I can't imagine it being less than 2-3 hours just to give everybody time to talk.
Yep. It's going to be a good time.
It'd have to be done.
Josh said, I'm okay with something. Just let me know when it is. All right.
Yeah, Matt said
we have to be done by 3 p.m. Eastern time. The Linux. Yeah, no problem, Matt. We can do that for you.
I mean,
sure.
If the limit is 3 hours long, I think we can do that.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. So Matt's for sure. That's cool. I'll have to email Nick and let him know that we can do it then around that time. The only one I'm waiting on technically is DT and Brody. But
no, DT said he was in.
I didn't see it.
I don't know, but
why am I not seeing it? And I have the live chat.
Well, I don't know if he was okay with the time change, but he was originally.
Oh yeah, no, he's in. I know he's in. You know, I just got it's a matter of me just hitting him up on the back channel.
Yep.
And confirm if we don't get it confirmed here. But yeah, it'll be. I'm excited for it. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple people. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, all I was going to say is no matter what, there's definitely going to be I mean, I don't think anyone's going to have a problem with the timing, and 12 o'clock, like even if we don't go within, it's going to be around then anyway. So pretty much 12 PM Eastern time. I don't foresee any, I think Nick was the one where we were definitely going to have to work around his time zone because it was different.
That's because, I mean, he's in France and we're talking, like he said that it would be like something ungodly, like 2:30, 3 a.m. in the morning for him or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, which I'm sorry, man, but I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to be doing a live cast at that time.
Well, I don't think any of us would want to be up at 3 a.m. record or like doing a live stream. So.
Although I have gotten up at 4 a.m. to do one when I was over in the Philippines.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You know?
But I mean, it's not something that you're like,
brutal.
Yeah, you're not like, oh yay, tomorrow I get to wake up at 4.
And I remember when I did Brody, I got up early too for that one.
Yeah. You know, that may actually wind up helping Dark Zero out too, because he's so far ahead of us.
Someone in my chat, Born Twisted, said with so many Linux creators all together, the technical difficulties is going to be legendary. And we totally foresee there being a setup time and it being interesting.
Do we need to like boot a pre-configured immutable distro that everybody has the same one so we know it's right?
Probably not, because I'm gonna guess most people will probably do what I was planning on doing, and the day before, like literally the night before, setting all of the stuff up and then leaving it on so nothing changes, and then doing it then.
Don't even let that.
Matt just said we need to do claps on that. And then you go, Zany.
Nope. Absolutely not. We are not. Nope. No clapping. If someone wants to edit it, it's going to be a nightmare anyway.
I'll do claps like this the whole time. I'll be on somebody's time.
Dude, I swear that is the worst thing about it's the worst and best thing. Like everybody loves the clapping with the Linux cast, but dude,
I love it. I watch it all the time and I'm like, oh my God, I'm trying to see. And actually this last time you guys were actually close.
That never happens. And even if we are close, I highly doubt anyone would tell me because I'm so used to being the one that's like super far off. Like I've seen some recordings where I'm like, what happened there?
Dude, I ain't gonna lie. There was one like 2 or 3 weeks ago where you were like, I was dying. I was like, oh, he just hit the pen real good before the show.
Dude, people love it too much.
What else do we have coming up that we can talk about?
Well, we've got me and you tomorrow are doing a GIMP like master class.
Oh yeah, that's he's gonna try and sell me on why I should give up Photopea for GIMP. Because
what is it you love so much about Photopea?
What's that?
What is it that you love so much about Photopea?
I've just gotten used to it. And I can use the workflow that I remember from Photoshop. I'd love to get rid of the ad covered interface of Photopea, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the closer that if I can get it to work even close to the workflow I'm used to, then I will happily do it.
Yeah.
And then it's not cloud based, it's not ads every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm more open to it than I'm probably going to portray on camera tomorrow. I'm going to give you a hell of a time.
Good.
Hey Nate, Matt says that I need to ask you that, or are the claps not even close? Nate?
Okay. Some weeks it's all right. Other weeks I don't want to talk about.
Other weeks I don't want to talk about.
Sorry about that, brother.
Yeah, but I definitely got to give this masterclass a shot because I believe I said pretty vocally on your live stream. What was it? Saturday?
Yeah, I think it was Saturday.
That I was not kind in my opinion of GIMP.
Well, I got to tell you something. So if you guys have noticed, I'm trying to step up my thumbnail game,
Yep.
and I went to a master sort of class on it by a certain, GIMP kind of master. And and I got to tell you, within a span of what was it, an hour, dude, I've actually made like 4 thumbnails now based off of a 1-hour tutorial with him, and he blew my mind away with what can be done with GIMP, because I tried figuring shit out and it's just clunky to me, But
see, and that was my complaint too. It looked like it was from like OS 2.
Yep.
But learning what he showed me, honest to Jesus, I'm telling you, learning what he showed me is stuff that I literally I read about and Googled, and I got confused on where it was all located at and stuff, and it just didn't make sense. And I was like, you know what, this is crap. But then learning what you showed me, dude, I've made 3 or 4 thumbnails now, and I don't think they look too bad. But then again, I'm boomer me.
No, they look good. you did great on the thumbnails. I think the thing with GIMP that's your guys' complaints, and also the complaints of pretty much everyone with GIMP, is, yeah, you're right. The placement of things when you're not familiar with GIMP makes no sense. And that's also a big thing when it comes to Photoshop. Like Photoshop's placement of tools is kind of similar, but then they also don't, they now do, but they didn't used to stack tools, and also tools were put in different places. And then some things that are considered filters for a layer in GIMP were considered tools in Photoshop. So like there's a lot of differences, especially if you're coming from Photoshop. If you're not familiar at all with anything, you actually have an easier time with GIMP. That's why
that would make sense.
Yeah, I think we've talked about it before, but there is actually a plugin for GIMP called Photo GIMP. It may even be a fork of GIMP.
Josh just dropped it.
Josh dropped it in chat.
Yeah,
leave it to Josh. He's always on it.
Yeah.
Yep. So there was one. Sorry.
No, you're good. The only thing I was going to say is with Photo GIMP, that the whole point of it is literally it only changes the UI to not really to theme it like GIMP, theme it like Photoshop. It is kind of themed more like Photoshop, but the main thing is it changes the placement of everything to match what it is in Photoshop.
Yeah. So it's just like a familiar interface. It'd be like somebody, creating a theme that's literally makes it look just like Windows 7 or XP or whatever. So you feel familiar with it.
And Jesse, tomorrow, like for our GIMP tutorial, like I'm going to show you everything that I do in GIMP and everything that I know how to do GIMP in basic GIMP, because that's what I know. Like that's where I know where all the placement of stuff is. And so I'll show you how everything works and how all of the tools are used. And then if you want to, you can go install Photo GIMP and then see if that's easier for you to use, because things will be placed in a familiar place. So
yeah, we could even do, let's say a month from the tutorial, we could do another video where we revisit what do I think?
You're doing on it yourself, yeah.
And we could also do I don't know if you want to do it together, but you could also just do a review of Photo GIMP, because that would be, I don't think I don't know if there is.
I'd be happy to release that on the Linux tube. That would be good.
Be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I mean, what I learned from him in an hour was, I was like, holy crap. And I've, DT, I hear he talks about it, he does everything in it, he makes like all his charts and all that stuff in it and stuff like that. So I know it's a very powerful tool. It's just knowing what to do with it, obviously, as any tool is. But, if they didn't make it so damn clunky to manage around, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It felt like better.
Yeah. It felt like every time I tried to do stuff in GIMP, it's very easy to make toolboxes or things disappear from the UI, and it feels like you can't get them back.
Yep.
Or they rearrange, and that was kind of my issue
Josh
with
says that Brody does have a Photo GIMP video, but then again, what video doesn't Brody have?
Exactly.
Fair. It felt like I spent so much time fighting the interface that I didn't care.
Literally, that was my problem too.
Yeah. Well, and like one thing that immediately was a problem when I was showing Alex was like GIMP for him defaulted to one of the tool menus, where it was showing, I can't remember what actual thing it was on, but there's like underneath all of the tools in the left-hand sidebar, there's different panel options for changing different things. And one of them is all of the settings for the current tool that you've got selected. And then I can't remember what all the other ones are, but it defaulted to one that wasn't even the settings for the tool. So like changing the gradient options and stuff, like he wouldn't have even seen, like there's a whole bunch in GIMP that I wouldn't say it's a whole bunch, but there is things that GIMP does that if you're just starting out, you don't understand that there's more options there. And that's the biggest problem with GIMP. Things are hidden from you. And
right. But is it an attempt to make things more user-friendly?
Well, it's in an attempt to keep things not looking even more clunky than they do. Because the amount of options that GIMP has, like GIMP and Photoshop are very much feature like comparable. Like they both, like Photoshop has very few features. Nowadays, most of the features that Photoshop has that GIMP doesn't is the AI powered like tools. Pretty much everything else other than that GIMP has. And Photoshop struggles to keep their UI clean and things easy to find, especially nowadays. Same thing with
Sorry
GIMP.
about that.
Oh, what?
Well, cool. Yeah, I'm looking
my
forward
phone
to
just
that.
rang.
Oh,
For anybody who heard it, that was my wife calling me.
Got to check up on you, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hi.
So yeah, like what? But yeah, so we've got that GIMP thing coming, and then we've also got to do the Linux Nuggies recording here before too long.
Josh just said in chat that GIMP 3.0 is a priority. Once they get that done, they're going to work on the UI. So hopefully it'll be good.
Well,
and he says honestly, real Photoshop pros use the keybinds.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of my layer management stuff I do use keybinds for.
Yeah. And that's also one of the things that Alex was like, what the heck? Like as soon as he started hovering over things and realizing how simple the keybinds for stuff was, like he was like, oh wow, like G being for gradient, M for move, like everything's like it's all phonetic. So
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. Is anybody else doing Thanksgiving shenanigans or am I solo on that one?
Well, I mean, I'm eating my grandmother's cooking, so.
I was going to say, you mean like eating a turkey, or is that what you mean? Or like actually?
No, like, are you guys releasing anything specifically on Thanksgiving?
I'll probably, well, I'm probably going to release a happy Thanksgiving video to people, hope it's a good day,
Yeah.
Be thankful for what we have and what we've had and what we're going to have.
I mean, I was planning on doing something related. Like I was just going to do a video on something that had a name about like that was similar to food. So
okay,
like that was my kind of plan.
Make him do the cheese webcam booth.
Ooh, dude, I haven't used cheese in forever. Do people still use cheese? Like, is there anybody in chat?
Not.
You mean like, the cheese whiz or cheese?
No, cheese webcam.
Cheese, like the cheese, the webcam viewer.
I'm still thinking of food. That's what you guys got me.
We're all hungry.
I could tell when you said like cheese whiz. I'm like, oh yeah, this man's thinking about food right now.
No, cheese cam. No, I haven't used it in forever, man.
Well, I mean, it's still installed on plenty of distributions.
Oh yeah. I seen it just the other day on a distro.
I just don't. There's so many better apps. Like that's also like, I mean, we're totally going down a tangent here, but simple screen recorder.
Josh says he uses cheese.
Of course, Josh does.
Of
course he does. He has a telegram machine, like literally for sending telegrams behind him.
So I would not tell him to get on the wire when the zombies show up, and he can actually do it.
And it'll be Josh out there being use Linux to kill the zombies. Control Alt Delete. Control Alt Delete.
Dude, like imagine Josh being the one who survives the zombie apocalypse in his server room. I believe it. It'll keep him warm. He can store plenty of food in there. He'll be fine.
The zombies won't get him because they don't have the appropriate permissions.
He said cheese actually gives him a better picture quality than OBS does.
Well, that means a couple things. Josh, you might want to look at UVC view to adjust your camera before you go to OBS.
Yeah, and I mean, and the only reason I can think of that it would give you a better picture is just because its default, like image settings, are better than OBS's for your camera.
Yeah, OBS leaves a little bit to be desired. If you guys notice, I'm
for years.
I'm on freaking Droid Cam today.
Yeah, you're on Droid Cam now.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do a video for either Nuggies or TLT on Droid Cam.
You definitely do, because it's improved a lot since the last time I was using it.
So you want to talk about the Nuggies thing?
Yes.
Go ahead.
We're going to be having videos, mainly just, it's going to be a podcast on the Linux Nuggies. I think I've talked about that. That was my plan from day one. Just use it as a channel for a podcast. And it's going to be us, and we're going to be BSing, having a good time. And yeah, that's pretty much.
In a way, this is kind of the format of it.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm going to try to do this one the way Matt does the Linux Cast, where it's actually like up on podcast platforms. It's not just on YouTube. Like the Unix Crew, perfect. I just do on my YouTube channel. That's it. Yeah. And this one will actually
Waffles
be on.
Waffle says it's over.
It's over.
Oh gosh, boys. All right, we got to end it soon. Run.
No, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to do that. But we gotta get Matt on the very first episode.
Oh, that shouldn't be a problem at all.
Yeah, that he's got to be there for the inaugural one. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god!
I also got to get Matt. We were gonna record an episode of the Unix Crew
with Matt.
Yeah, before we did the last Linux Cast, and I can't remember. I think he was away from home, so he couldn't do it. But we're definitely going to have to record that one here before too long, so that will go up on my channel. That'll be interesting. Because I know me and Matt alone used to do his. Wait, go ahead.
Yeah, I also want to get him on our show too as a guest. Yeah, I mean he deserves a place at that table. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. Matt's such a great guy. Like
he's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So I started watching Old Tech Bloke a long time ago, right? And then I migrated over with DT, and then I got wind of Matt, and I've been watching Matt ever since he started.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's one of the guys I look up to. Honestly, it's kind of weird that I'm, as old as I am, and I'm looking up to him. But I look up to him. I love his content. I love his thoughts. I love that kind of stuff. He's a good dude. I just have never actually gotten to talk to him. Live.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, and I mean, he also is one of those people that like, I do respect Matt a lot, because he's not afraid to like speak his mind and know people are going to get upset. Like, I mean, the Linux Mint video, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the amount of people that do not like him because of his opinions on Linux Mint. And then oh my gosh, I'm blanking on it. I've totally forgot what I was going to say. Oh my gosh. There was one thing that Matt did that people did not like. Oh my gosh. What was it? Not Linux Mint.
Was it the flat packs?
Yeah, I was gonna say he got a lot of flack over the flat packs, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but that's not what I was thinking of. But anyway, he's always spoke his mind, and he doesn't care like if you disagree with him. And I don't know, in that aspect, I do have a lot of respect for Matt, because not everybody's okay with that. And I mean, it's not easy. The Edge video, that's what I was thinking of when he did Microsoft Edge, and he was like, it's good. Like, dude, people were so mad at him.
But good is good.
Well, I mean, I've used Edge. It's not a bad browser. Like,
no, well, it's Chromium based.
Exactly.
I mean,
it's Chrome with Microsoft on top.
So Vivaldi. I mean, there's a ton of them out there that are that way. They're that way for a reason. It's not because Chromium sucks.
Yeah, so I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. I stopped the video I was going to do for today and posted a different one. And I'm going to end up completely scrapping the video I was making before because I've got better ideas for videos now. One of them is going to be a Vivaldi video. And I just want to go ahead and say to all the Vivaldi users out there.
Nick's video.
Huh?
He got a lot of crap over Nick's. Darth Vader says it was his Nick's video.
Well, I mean, he's gotten a lot of pushback on different videos, but I don't know about the Nick's one. I don't think I've seen his Nick's video. But
so Vivaldi, you're doing it on Vivaldi?
Yeah, and it's good. Like
yes,
okay, here's the biggest, like my biggest gripe with Vivaldi the last time I used it was the fact that it was not a browser. Okay, because like they had a ton of other shit in there just already ready to go that you probably didn't need.
Right.
Well, I mean,
they added
extension Opera too.
Gripe about Brave because of all the cryptocurrency crap in there, and that kind of crap.
Hold on, Jesse, you said Opera?
I did.
What? You said
because Vivaldi is like? Are you saying Vivaldi's Opera?
No. I'm saying like all the extra stuff you don't need in Opera, especially when they started leaning into Opera GX.
Yep.
And...
Okay.
Yep. Now I get what you're saying. Yes. Yes. And Vivaldi, I guess that's been a complaint with Vivaldi. Maybe I don't know. Like maybe it's other people, not just me saying it. Because the last time I installed it and ran it, it actually asks you if you want a suite. Or literally there's an option for a web browser and then an option for like suite or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, like my one and only big massive complaint with Vivaldi has been addressed, and I've been using it for the past day or so on my laptop.
Mm-hmm.
I really like it. It's very good.
I switched to it. I left Brave and went to Vivaldi. But the thing that I keep getting now, I don't know if you've experienced it, but with Vivaldi, what I keep experiencing is that whole YouTube ad blocking thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the only webpage that does this to me. I go to the YouTube and it says that I've got the ad blocker on. It says click here to turn off your blah, 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 and I do it and it still won't let me in.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I wonder if it's something in the user agent.
I don't get that with Firefox. I don't get it with freaking Brave. I don't get that with any other. The only browser that does that is Vivaldi.
Yeah. It's probably because of the ad blocker that they're using, like the implementation that they're using. Because Braves, I know it. Braves, I don't even know if Braves you can really consider an ad blocker. Because it doesn't really block ads. It maybe blocks ads, but
them. I know that it tracks them really well.
Yeah, and it's also supposed to replace the ads with their own ads, which I mean,
to me, that's kind of crap. I didn't like about that either. Yeah, I know. I share the same sentiment you do just by the look on your face, bro. I'm the same way. I was like, that's bullshit.
Yeah,
that's just straight up bullshit. That's 9 shades of gray bullshit right there, man.
That's some pretty scummy behavior. Like it's just it doesn't. It's not. I don't think it's right. It's iffy. So, but with Vivaldi, most likely the ad blocker is like functioning as intended. It's like it can't just be kindly asked to screw off. Yeah. So,
but I'm just saying that's the only thing that I've experienced that's frustrating with Vivaldi. Other than that, the user interface is beautiful. It's clean and clear. I love that your bookmarks and your everything else, your downloads, all that shit gets just out of your way. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's nice. The panel on the side is what Brave is just finally getting to. Is amazing. And Brave's also incorporated in this last iteration AI.
Mm-hmm.
Leo AI, which
I'm
they did the beta
right now.
What, Vivaldi or Brave?
Yeah, go check out Vivaldi.
Yeah, it's pretty badass, actually. I switched to it a while ago, especially when Brave started. And the other thing about Brave that it kept doing is it kept breaking its theme. And that pissed me off beyond belief. Like, even when you switch it to the system theme, it'd be a hot mess. It'd be garbage.
Oh, I like that you're having that issue because when I switch to system theme in Brave, I get the light theme.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, so I'm on Pop and it's saying
exactly.
The Pop repos have Vivaldi stable, so that's what I'll be looking at.
Oh,
I don't even know what Arch pull. I'm going to assume Arch pulls from the stable version, but knowing Arch, maybe not.
That's saying a lot for Arch.
Okay. They do have the stable version. They do. And that's what I got. Okay. I mean, but no, I mean, that's the reason why I was so frustrated with Brave. I mean, I was with Brave for a long time. I mean,
yeah, when you stopped liking Brave, it was a big deal.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it just sucked. It's like I don't know why, but it's like almost like they stopped. They were focusing more on this AI crap and trying to be trendy with that instead of continuing what they had more solid and better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if we can be friends anymore now.
Well, I mean, like, look, to be honest, I think Brave would do a lot better if they cut out the crypto stuff. Like, if they could just completely remove it. And also, if you're going to do anything with ads, block them. Like,
block them, don't swap.
Yeah,
don't swap them. Like Josh was saying, it's an ad swapper.
Yeah, you should only have two choices.
Josh, have a good one.
Like, you should only be able to block ads or do nothing. Like, that's the only two. Like, you should. To me, like, swapping ads is like literally taking money for a pack of cigarettes outside and then going inside and buying another pack of cigarettes. Like, you're not really doing something wrong, but it's questionable enough that people don't feel comfortable with it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just off. Because, I mean, nobody really wants to take Google's side.
Yeah, that's dirty business right there, man. I get it. I agree. And that's exactly how I felt from the beginning about it. That's why when I saw your face, I was like, I know what this one's about.
Well, and also the fact that you get rewarded in a token that's worth nothing is also like, why?
Yeah, well.
Hey, it's worth something to them.
To them.
Well,
yeah.
Zany, remember, though, that we come from a land where people care about Twitch channel points.
Well, yeah, that is true. That is true. Unfortunately.
So
is Twitch still even? I mean, what the channel points? What do you get? Do you get like
you get to do stupid stuff on? You can interact with the stream. No, you interact with the stream. Like you can interrupt it with stupid noises or other different useless things.
Gotcha. Don't you also like get like special emojis and stuff like that?
No, that's more for subscribers now.
Okay.
Gotcha. But I do want to leave you guys with
there was a poll done. Sorry, there was a poll done in our chat, and it was about the Nuggies thing. And apparently, are you excited for more Linux collabs? Nuggies was at 50%. Yes was at 37%. No was at 12%. And what is Linux was at 0%. So apparently, boys, from what I'm reading in the chat, they like our collabs.
Good. Good.
But yeah, I wanted to move forward a little bit from the browser topic and just leave with a great old IT joke.
Oh shit!
And this will be our send off.
So anytime I want to help somebody with a Windows computer, I tell them, it's okay. Edge or whatever the Microsoft browser of the time is, it is the best browser. And I will tell them with a straight face, Internet Explorer, Edge, whatever, is the best browser. Forgetting other browsers.
Yes, it is true. And it is the old adage. Like, I don't know if you guys ever met this type of person, but there used to be people that like continued to use Internet Explorer. Like, those people existed.
One of my friends today had to help
they're running it on.
You can run Edge in Internet Explorer mode. And I know this because on my Facebook today, one of my friends who is a sysadmin helped somebody put Edge into Internet Explorer mode so they could use an app that depended on Silverlight.
Wow. Wow. Well, I know that Internet Explorer was actually also the file manager for a while there.
Yeah.
So in that way, it was kind of like how KDE and Conqueror overlapped for a bit, if I remember correctly.
I just can't believe someone needed to use a program built for Silverlight. That is wow.
Taking it back, right?
Yeah.
Wowzers in the browsers.
That kind of reminds me of I'm pretty sure the company I work for, like their POS software, like point of sale software, their register software was written for XP. Like, and they're running on Windows 11 machines. It is hilarious. Dude, like if you guys could see some of the pop-ups, like I've seen pop-ups on our registers that the font, like I know for a fact that font doesn't exist anymore. Like there's no way. Like like we're talking like bitmap fonts that are like bad.
Yeah, but I mean, but that's where some of the whole, and I'm not trying to bash on Microsoft, but that's where some of Microsoft's problem is they built their core utilities on old architectural stuff, like their file manager being actually Internet Explorer. You can't really get rid of that. You know what I mean?
Nope. Well, I mean, you could, but redoing or re-implementing something for the better is not something Microsoft is in the business of doing.
Right? Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, they fix it when it breaks. Like when it absolutely their dev machines can't even run it anymore. Yep. That's when it's done.
Yep. What were you gonna say, Nate?
Well, obviously, they're in the business of not fixing it until it breaks, because if you try to uninstall Edge, it will be back within a day.
Yep. Oh, they do not want you uninstalling Edge, which also.
Oh my God, DT just won the chat.
What'd he say?
He says, I want an Internet Explorer window manager. EWM instead of just one top panel. You get 18. You have 18.
Dude, yo, that's perfect.
And then it freezes your fucking box.
Yeah, you get 3 webs.
Dude, I would love it. Won the whole chat. There's nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
There needs to be 3 bars that all have search bars there, but none of them function. Like they don't do anything.
Well, you can do that with your host file. Like we could actually make this a thing.
I love this. This would be the most cursed window manager ever. Like there would be genuine people out there who would have like nervous breakdowns from just seeing it. They'd be like, "Oh my God, I remember. Don't take me back to that place."
Yeah, us boomers would have a fucking heart attack.
Wait, are we gonna reskin? Are we gonna reskin our torrent client to look like LimeWire too?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Wait, if we're going that far, why don't we just skin it to look like Windows Vista and have like 15 million widgets pop up all at once?
Oh yes. Do we need to have the analog clock?
KDE still has Vista and 7 themes. We can do this.
Oh, dude. Yes.
We spent so much time wondering if we could. We didn't stop to think if we should.
Well, all right, boys. All right. Is there anything else that we want to talk about? Because we have been talking for a while, and I'm not going to lie, you boy got to pee.
I got to go get to bed and get some dinner.
Yeah, I got to get some dinner and, all that good stuff. I literally got off work and jumped on this, man, like always.
Yep.
You guys keep this
pleasure as always.
Past his bedtime.
Yep.
Damn whippersnappers. Get off my lawn.
Well, boys, dude, this has been fun, and I look forward to doing tomorrow's live stream with you, Jesse, and hopefully I'll see everyone in chat, and we'll all have a good time.
Oh yeah,
it'll be great. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening on all of our channels. It's going to be big. It's going to be big.
Yep. Yeah, so, paying attention, awesome. Be entertained.
Yep. So all I'm going to say then, in the spirit of the channel, is Nuggies out.
Damn straight, dude. Peace.
Peace.